Hello, viewers. Sriram here, and I have Swapna in front of me who cleared PAP recently. And she's so energetic to clear this exam, worked hard, smart, and made it happen. So, there are a lot of interesting tips going to come from her. Before that, thanks all the viewers for watching this program. I know you are coming here to get some tips, some information, some energy booster to understand am I also the same trouble? So when if even Swapna says, "Hey, you know what? Initially my score was low. Later I picked up." Oh, I'm also like that. So for that reason, we come to the success stories because not everybody start running on the first day very good speed. It takes time, right? That's how it is. So thanks all for being here and leave your comments what you like with the Swapna's interesting story. Before getting to Swapna, first thing I have to bring up her certificate. We'll see her certificate and then we're going to listen to her. The certificate happened on the 22nd of April. That's a day she got it. So here it goes. Her certificate, 22nd of April, she cracked it. And she's so excited. I think she holds multiple certificates with her. You can see more than her name, the certificate list is bigger. Okay, here. Congratulations, Swapna, for this wonderful achievement. And we would like to listen from you how things happened.
Sure, thank you so much, Sriram. First of all, before I start with my journey, I really want to thank you so much as well as Rahul for supporting throughout my journey. Of course, the time period that I spent with you guys is just 4 weeks. However, the time that I started to prepare is from last year. Yeah, so there were lots of breaks in between. However, due to certain personal situations at home, I was not able to continue with the studies that I'm supposed to have it. Yeah, so last year September is what I actually registered for PMBOK, the PMI exam. However, due to my personal reasons, like we had a death in my family due to COVID, and because of that, and exactly on the same day where I got registered for the exam, December 29th, on that same day, my uncle expired. So I was not able to write the exam, and I was totally, completely out of
Sorry.
control.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tough, very
So
tough.
yeah, so because of that, I had to take a break of a month, and then I started to study again from February. And later, looking into lots of videos, YouTube channels, I came to know about Sriram, and I thought, okay, I need to get into this course. And I think I'm sure that you will be able to help me out, and that's where I joined your course in the month of March. Yeah, so
Okay,
that's the
that's
sad and
nice.
a good story, I would say. A
I'm
mix
sorry
of both.
about the uncle. What happened? Because that shakes the whole system at home, right? If something goes wrong, I know it's not easy to digest. I'm sorry about it. I know this virus is impacting many people in a different way. So bad to hear about it. But good thing is I found you are able to bounce back faster. Okay, which is not very common. It takes time for people to come out. You came faster and you achieved it. And I want to appreciate it for that. That's a good leadership stuff with you. And I know you manage a big team. Okay, and how big the team is? Did you found that without learning these skills, also you can manage, or after learning this, you feel that I can manage a little more systematic? Is there anything happen like this?
Yeah, Sriram. So, if you see my experience with HSBC 7 years, so my total experience is 14 years. Yeah. So before previously I worked with TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. So yeah, first basically I'm based out of Chennai. So my schooling, my college, everything is in Chennai. Yeah. The career that I started was in 2004. As soon as I completed my graduation, the BCom is the graduation that I did, and through the campus interviews I got through Tata Consultancy Services into a BPO organization. I was a trainee, executive, senior executive. That's how I started my career with, and I got into. I became a quality analyst where I used to, do the quality job where we need to monitor the customers' calls, and that's how my background is basically a customer centric background. Yeah. Later, I got into HSBC in the year 2013, and from there on, my journey started, and it's completely different. Where I got into a trade industry. So from a customer service background
Uh-huh.
into a trade industry where we need to handle documents, we need to check how what is the shipment, how it all happens, basically a trade background. Yeah, I
Right.
started learning factoring. So I was into a receivable finance experience where we need to handle customers over call as well. So it's just 10 or 20% of calling. However, the work that we handle is related to the documents that gets scanned. So that's the background of HSBC.
Great,
Now,
great.
handling team, I joined, though I had 5 years of experience with TCS. Still I joined as again I started my career because there was a break due to my kid.
Oh, okay.
I
Okay.
had a kid, so there was a break of 2 years. So because of that 2 years break, I had to start my career again in the year 2013. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Now starting the career again, yes, it is difficult, but then I managed. To start my career with HSBC. But HSBC was really good. It identified what is my talent, and from there on, I also worked really hard to come up. And that's how, from a process executive, I became an assistant manager handling a team of 15, 1 5, and then
Mhm.
slowly moving on to the next ladder, handling a team of 30, then 40. Yeah,
Wow.
so now I'm a manager at HSBC. From a team leader, that is from a leadership role, moving to an individual contributor was challenging. However, I was able to manage it. Yeah, I
Great.
wanted to explore various other roles.
Mm.
I think it's not that I really wanted to, but then it happened.
Mm.
Yeah, so maybe I would say yes.
Nice.
How I was able to tailor the leadership role to an individual. Yes, as a leader, I thought, okay, this is how I need to manage a team, and I need to understand what the team member really wants, and that's how I need to go. And at the same time, I encourage my team members to be very open to me in case of any issues that's coming up in
Right.
within the team, either personal as well as official. So that's how
Great.
my interaction with the team members, and I think I was able to manage. I think all those experiences helped me. I feel that those experiences helped me to clear PMI, I guess.
Nice.
As we say, it's not only books, right? Even the experience plays an
True.
important role. I think that
True.
really helped me. Now, being an individual contributor, yes, my boss really helped me handing over projects to me, small projects. So my journey handling projects started last year. So HSBC has an habit of, before you get promoted, they identify a person whether he's really capable of
Oh.
handling certain stuffs. So I
Oh.
was able to work very minimal, very minute contribution towards the project, like handling documents, whether how to initiate a document, how to have a kickoff meeting, how to prepare a documentation for a migration project. Yeah, so those experiences added an advantage for me while having clearing the interview that I attended. Yeah, so
Perfect.
that's how.
That's great. That's great. That's a good intro about your background. Looks pretty impressive, and a good amount of experience and knowledge of what you gained on your own. Right? Somebody's not forcing you. Right? You go and learn it. Very good. Now, let's see how this has helped in the exam. First, let's understand the exam. Is it a proctor or a center-based exam?
Yeah, that's another a big story, Sriram. So it is a center-based exam in Chennai. So it's in Amanjikarai that I attended, Pearson Avenue Center.
Okay.
So initially, I always opt for center-based because I I do a lot of lip reading where I read lots of books and I used to read loud, and I don't want that to happen in a proctor based. I saw your success stories. Many of them were saying that
Don't do
proctor
that.
based you should not move that side, that side. I'm a person who always, I'm very energetic. I always okay, this is how it's going to be. I get very tensed, so I didn't want to prefer proctor based. And
Okay.
secondly, my kid, she always looks at me and if I am going to go for a proctor based, I need a separate room, and
Right.
I don't want any disturbance, so I thought I need to go. And the worst part is 22nd of April is what my center based exam is, and for last 1 week I was troubling Rahul. I called him and I said, see, just 2 days back they announced lockdown in Chennai. I don't know if online I mean the center based would be open or the center would be opened or not. I'm not sure, Rahul. He said like, okay, contact this number, contact that number. He gave me the PMI contact number, India based PMI contact number, and I called them and there's no proper response. They said, please raise a ticket, ma'am, it's better for you to go for an online exam. Something says, even if we wanted to go for an online base, something inside us says that no, Swapna, you have to go for center based. You are not right person for an online. Then I thought, let me take a chance. So a day before that I went to the center, I spoke to that person, I made sure, I gave my ID card and I made sure, boss, will the center be open tomorrow? So tomorrow is my exam. He has a standard dialogue, Shriram. Whatever is in the online portal which says you have to wear face mask, and according to the local government rules, the center would be open based on the government whatever the decision is made. He repeated the same lines when I went directly and spoke to him also. I was like, what's happening here, boss? Tomorrow is my exam, let me know.
You would have memorized all the points.
Seriously.
They would have said you have to tell this only.
Yes. And I was like, okay, fine. Tomorrow I'll come at 7.
So you went to the center to see are they conducting the exam that day?
Yes. First of all, whether it's opened and whether they're conducting the exam.
In a way, it's good, right? You know the place where it is, at least you know. But it shows your passion. I remember some of the movie getting released, a big stars movie. The previous day, guys will go to the theater and stay there. So that morning.
Yeah.
So you went to that level of interest over the exam. Okay. Then on the day of exam, what was the time of exam?
So it was morning 8 o'clock. I reached there at 7 to make sure, before 1 hour.
The checking process will happen.
Yeah. So I went there, and as soon as I went inside, they gave me sanitizer, and they asked me to sit, and they gave a big paper to see to read the rules and regulations. We should not wear watch. We should not have anything in hand. Just wear the gloves and make sure you are having a face mask. There was one guy who at the same time who entered. I think he came for a CSMM exam. I don't know. Some other exam. He did not wear a face mask. He was wearing only when you go on the bike, you have a kerchief kind of stuff, right?
Right.
He was wearing that, and he came and he said like, boss, you're not allowed. They had to send him out. He did not write the exam.
Oh my God.
So that strict they are. So I think the security guy helped him to get a face mask, a surgical face mask. Then he had to wear that and come. And after that, I didn't know where he was. But
God. Are they asking to wear the hand glove?
Not compulsory, not mandatory. But then I could see each and everyone wearing the hand mask.
Look like you all entering the exam are like a surgeon.
Yeah, it was like that.
Mask, gloves.
I could feel the office smell inside the inside the exam hall. I could recollect, okay, a year back we were getting this smell when we were in office.
Good thing in center is you get a good monitor, and internet is good, power supply problem is not there. They give a writing sheet for you. So a lot of stress which we carry at home is not there. But again, this problem is there, the mask wearing stuff. Okay,
So
now
they asked me to go ahead and sign something in the paper. Then they gave a locker key, so I had to keep all my stuffs inside, and I entered into the exam hall. It was, as you said, I felt like I was entering into an operation theater. It was like so quiet, and just make sure that you don't have anything. They checked my ears and everything. Hope I don't have any phone earphones. They checked everything, and as you said, the system was so huge. It was like a 42-inch TV. Very huge. Even though the questions were small, from here, from left to right, by the time I study, it's over. I spent a lot of time moving from left to right. So huge the question was. I think the question is huge, but the way the question started from left to right, I felt it ended up in a single line. But the actual line is 3 lines.
So you need to do some exercise while preparing. Like
It happened.
or
So
watch Wimbledon match. Left and right.
yeah, it was like
Okay. Okay. How was the first few questions? Was it understandable bouncer? How do you felt?
Uh, yeah, so I was under impression that the first 60 questions is going to be very difficult from the success stories that I heard from these guys who said.
Right, right.
It was not difficult for me. It was like, yeah,
Thank
seriously,
God.
it was not difficult.
Okay.
I felt all the questions were similar. There's no different, no difficult, easy level. All the questions were moderate. I felt that way.
Nice, nice.
And as I said, the questions I still couldn't realize whether the questions were long or short because of the huge screen, and I was seriously not. But then the answers were one line. The options that they gave were one line options, and
Nice,
most of
nice.
them
That's
were
nice to know.
definitions. Yeah.
Right. See, you know what? This success story people are going to like because you said exams are moderate. Uh, uh,
Seriously.
because there is always a dialogue that first 60 was pretty tough, but actually I too agree with you. They maintain the standard all the time.
Yeah.
They don't give you very tough in the beginning, but since we come for the exam and we sit for the few questions, it get tougher. Then slowly it get normal. Great. So how is the time management on the first 60 questions?
I really got scared with the time because the first set of questions that ended, though it was moderate, the time that I spent to read, I think it took long time. So almost
Oh,
it took 90 to 95 minutes to complete my first set of 60 questions.
that's average happening these days. 90 minutes is average. Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
But still, I was under impression that the first 60 questions, if I take 90 minutes, I'm sure it's going to be similar for the next 60, 120 questions. I was under that impression. But then I had to speed up, like how, you used to say, right, batsman, how he gets ready for the field. Similar way, the first 60 question, I took long time, but then I got the pitch. Okay, this is how it's going to be, and the
Sure,
bowler is
sure.
going to be this way. Okay, let me start hitting. That's how it's going to be.
Okay,
I
great.
got the speed. Yeah.
Nice, nice. So, did you took the break, first break?
Yeah, I took all the two breaks.
Ah,
The first break, and as you mentioned, I don't know, I bought four chocolates. I went straight into the locker as if it was a mandatory. I took the chocolate and I ate, and I thought, okay, something is going to work out for me. But then all it happened is it filled my stomach. That's all. But I didn't find any difference, seriously.
with the
But
chocolate, you won't get PMP questions. That is
I
to
don't
add
know.
energy.
See, that's what I'm saying. So, see, these success stories and people, friends and coach, what they say, we really take into it, right? So that's how I took. Yeah. So I thought, okay, it's really going to work out. It's going to give me more energy, and I'm sure I'm going to hit six now. Next, next 60 questions. But to be very practical, it filled my stomach. Okay, and then it.
So what happen is usually in the exam when we sit for continuously these many hours, we start losing the energy level.
Very true. Very true.
So the glucose level and sugar level goes down. When you add this, it goes bigger. I'll tell you now it's a 60 questions, right? 90 minutes you're taking break. I'm talking about the days when we took exam. There won't be break, 4 hours continuously. So people take exam continuously 2 to 3 hours and then they take a break. So that'll be so much needed. You have to eat something so you feel good. Anyway, happy to know that it filled your tummy so you don't feel
Yeah, yeah.
hungry.
But the second break, I did not go for the chocolate. I
Ah,
walked in the locker room. I walked left to right. I was only walking, thinking, will I pass? I don't know how it's going to happen. Will I really pass? Okay, if I pass, this is how my tips will be. If I don't pass, what should I do? Okay, what is my next? When should I plan my
oh
exam?
my God.
Okay, this is how all these stuffs were running in my mind. And like, okay, cool down and let's face this. You have done with 120, just 60 more. So let's
Right,
go. I
right,
just had
right.
some water, and all this were running in my mind. I thought,
True, true.
okay.
It happens. It's natural. It's natural. And when you complete the last 180 questions, how many minutes you had?
So the last 60 was very fast, very quick because the questions were very small. Like the definitions. I had lots of definition questions. Okay,
Okay.
what is a daily scrum? What is agile? What is life cycle? Okay, if,
Oh,
if this is a
oh,
scenario, what type of life cycle will you choose? Those type of questions. It was quite easy last 60, and I was able to complete,
Nice.
and I had last 15 minutes, 1 5,
Wow.
15 minutes left out to go to review my questions, but I really didn't want to go back. I was scared if I go back, if I choose a wrong one, my hand is you know starting to tremble. Okay, well, I can't believe I seriously had last 15 minutes. Will I have to go back? Did I leave any questions? Those things were running in my mind. Okay, cool down, Swapna. I think you're done now. It's time to give, and I really don't want to give end review because I was waiting for the last 5 minutes to get over, and then I clicked end review and I closed my eyes. I was turning back to look if anybody is looking at me. I could see this that invigilator is looking at me from there. What's wrong with you? What's happening with this girl?
Okay.
Then yeah, finally I clicked that and I closed my eyes. I was getting really scared, Sriram, to look at it. I didn't know how to react, and then when it says, and you won't believe, I couldn't even realize that I cleared the exam because it says very simple line. It says congratulations and your PMP. Like, okay, did it say congratulations because I completed the exam on time, or did it say that I cleared the exam? Nothing. It never says you have cleared it. All it says only congratulations. Please collect your the mark sheet from the invigilator. I don't know how to react. Then I recollected the success stories. People saying, "Okay, congratulations means you've cleared." Okay. Then
Yeah.
tears came into my eyes. I looked back
Wow.
whether somebody's looking at me. Okay. Then I wiped everything and I said I wanted to get up, and that invigilator came back and said, "Please cool down, sit in your place, wait for that screen to
Okay.
close out." Then
Okay.
I waited for 5 minutes there. Then he came. Then he took me outside, and then I took a long breath. I was very happy and I was excited to see the score.
Nice.
I did not achieve all the three, but people I was above target, process I was above target, target, and then business environment above target.
Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good scope because people in process are big enrollment. I mean, a big lot of questions would be there. Good achievement. Good achievement. Great. I know I have seen many people getting emotional when they call. Maybe I missed to take a call when you call once the exam done. The voice I can realize these guys are really emotional. It won't be
Yeah.
their original voice. It'll be some other voice.
True, true,
Okay,
true.
it's a happy voice to hear. So now let's understand a little more. Are you from Agile? Are they using Agile in your corporate?
Yeah, after studying, I came to know that yes, we have some agile in my environment. Till then, I didn't realize, okay, this is called agile. I didn't know that. So basically, I'm from a predictive background,
Very good. Very
the
good.
experience that I have.
How do you see
Uh,
the exam? In the exam, Agile are very explicitly asked as a question, or it's mixed with something.
No, no, it's completely agile. I feel like I have attended an agile exam.
Question.
Almost
Okay.
80% is agile. There were no questions on tools and techniques. So I remember asking this question to you in one of the session, was do we have to memorize tools and techniques? You said no, not necessarily, but you need to understand how it works. And
Right.
that stuck in my mind, and I said, okay, Swapna, please don't memorize everything, because last year when I started preparing, I memorized all the knowledge areas as I followed PMP with Ray,
Right.
that guy. He explained how to memorize all his all YouTube videos. If you see, it
Oh,
says
oh,
how to memorize knowledge areas, how to memorize tools and techniques.
oh, oh,
So
oh.
I started following that, but it never stuck in my mind. I'm not able to memorize tools and techniques. It was very hard for me. But after you said, like, this is how it works, I
Yeah.
started understanding, if it's in initiation stage, if it's for a stakeholder,
Right.
what
Right.
technique, what tool he uses.
Right.
So by understanding, that, I think I was able to crack.
Yeah.
But
You see, that's
trust
our
me,
real
there were
life,
no
right?
questions.
Yeah,
There
that's
were
our
no.
real life, right? In real life, we don't memorize and go make a decision. If you ask MS Dhoni or any captain, any sport, they don't memorize something to go to the ground and utilize a tool. It happens instinct. How it happens instinct? Only when you understand the concept, you can work instinct. So that's a good thing you said. Good enough. Now, Agile is fine. Any other area you found that drilling you more, like maybe cost management, maybe schedule, or maybe resource conflict management? Anything you found they go a little deep drilling there. Did you found something like that?
In the exam, right?
Exactly. Any area?
I had lots of questions on scope management.
Oh.
I did not expect at all, because
Uh-huh.
all I knew is stakeholder communications. If I'm strong in this, I thought I can manage. But lots of questions were on scope management.
Uh-huh.
I was totally down. Oh my God, scope management. I couldn't recollect what I studied in scope management. I was totally okay. All I knew is scope is really important. That's it. And about scope creep. That's all. They had lots of all 180 questions were situational questions. There's no
Right.
straightforward. So I need to understand the situation and then answer. So if there is a scope change, if there is a scope creep, how are you, what would be, as a project manager, what is your action, first action? So that is
Nice.
how the questions were based on. Close to 20 to 25 questions was on scope.
Wow.
Yes,
That's pretty high.
yes,
So when you
yes,
say scope, I think it could be little on agile also, right? Product
yes,
backlog or
yes.
requirements. Okay, that's
uh,
one.
Not much of product backlog on scope. It's completely predictive
Predictive model.
questions. Yes,
Wow,
predictive
that's
questions. Not
nice. That's
agile. As I said, agile 80% it covered agile questions on Scrum. And it had questions on, as you said, product backlog, sprint
right.
retrospective, and all these
Right.
questions came up.
Okay. Anyway, thanks for the input. Today I have a session for our online training team. I should drill more on scope today.
Yes, seriously.
Okay, good. That's a good information. Thanks for that. Right. That's interesting, impressive, and happy to know that you successfully achieved. And do you have a habit of writing? Do you do that?
Yes, I do that. So from school days now, I keep writing and everything, because I have very less memory. I wanted to write and make sure that I practice that every day. So I have I did my MBA when I joined HSBC. So I was doing in Anna University. So I had this accounts book, 180 pages accounts notebook. I never used that in college.
Uh,
Now for PMP I use that. All the 180 pages got over.
and
So
you
from
still
day one,
preserve. You still
yes,
preserve those books
I
with you.
have that. I have that. I just used 2 pages. I thought that book will be used by my daughter for her rough note. Finally, I used for myself. So as you one of your videos says, in the morning if you write, every day in the morning, it really helps. And I think I
Works.
followed that.
Works.
Every day morning, the tasks that you have given, from one task 1 to task 36. And the it had all the agile, XP, Kanban, Scrum, everything, the risk, negative and positive
Yeah,
risks, and
yeah,
all
yeah.
those every day by default. I'll make sure morning I get up and write that,
Wow.
so that it
That's
stays in my
impressive.
mind.
That's impressive. I completely appreciate that because
And even the
yeah,
knowledge areas, I
wow,
know tools and techniques, it won't come, but still for me to stuck, make sure that's in my mind. Knowledge
right,
areas, all the process, from initiation to execution, from close till closing,
great, great,
what's there, I make sure that I write that, so that
amazing, great.
it,
That works well. Rightly, you said that the morning hours are pretty important. I'm still doing it today. Morning also, I was writing something. So the more you write, the more you get connected, right?
yes, yes,
The more you write it, what happens is your brain catch it up as a concept rather as a memorization. Okay,
So I thought
fantastic.
for a week, if I write, from next week, I should write without seeing. I tried my level best and maybe one or two mistakes, but then I was able to
That's
catch
fine.
up.
That's
Yeah,
fine. That's
it
fine.
worked out, but then,
It will go to subconscious mind.
yeah.
We have to treat our subconscious mind. Then only it will give great results. Fantastic, great, superb. So now, after completing PMP, your morning hours should be pretty free. You don't know what to do now.
As soon as I finished PMP, first of all, that night I was not able to sleep only. I was like, because till 2 o'clock, see, my study hours is like morning, so around 11:30 I log in for work.
Mm.
So before that, I make sure from 7 till 10 I am occupied writing habit. and then late night. See, after shift hours, I don't feel like reading because I'm tired already,
Tired,
drained out. So
exhausted.
I won't feel like reading. So what I wrote in the morning, I used to revise, or I used to take that book and then see, okay, so any important point. I used to listen a lot. So I hear a lot of videos. I keep my phone on, open the video, make sure the audio I'm able to hear. I keep it in my pillow and then I just lie down and keep hearing. So all those stuffs will
Nice,
running in my mind. I have that habit, hearing a
nice,
lot of Joseph Philip is one
nice,
which course that I attended. So
right.
only his picture will be on the video. Only when he wants to bring the concepts, he brings in the picture. I mean, brings in the screen. So I don't want to look at his face all the time. So I keep his video on, and then keep the mobile upside down on my pillow, and then I lie down and hear what he's taking through.
Right,
So
right.
that stucks in my mind. So till 2 I hear all the stuffs, and
Ah,
then I sleep, and again I have to get up in the morning. Again I write. So this is how my days went. Yeah.
impressive,
And
impressive.
that's how when I read the question, I felt like you reading out the question. I never felt like I'm reading out that, when you read the question in the exam hall. Okay, so what does, in this situation as a project manager, what do you do? Okay, Shriram is reading this. So what do you do? Guys, come on, answer. So here are the options. So only those stuffs were running in my mind. Trust me, you won't believe. Seriously, that's why as soon as when I called you, I told Shriram I felt like
Yeah,
reading
yeah.
questions.
I remember you said in the call. Okay, that's quite interesting. Subham, thanks, Swapna, for coming up here to give this wonderful interview. I like the way you explained about your operation or your job nature and about the preparation. If any tips, last minute tips you want to give to the people who are preparing, and you have any points to add for them?
Yeah, I definitely have. So, people who wanted to, attend this PMI exam, very first stuff that I wanted to say is please don't buy lots of books. The first thing is please read the PMBOK completely. That is more than enough, more than enough. The Agile Practice Guide and the PMBOK book. And if it's going to be a day before your exam, please don't attempt any mocks. It will pull you down. And I did not attempt. I just had two mocks because I will lose confidence. I'm self motivated. I don't want to bring myself down by attempting some mocks. So my suggestion is please read PMBOK, have ACP, the Agile Guide read completely, especially the last few pages of PMBOK as well as Agile Guide. So there are certain situational scenarios created by Agile as well as by PMBOK in last few pages, maybe
Right.
from page 685 in, I think
I think
685.
it's a table two or something. Table one, table.
Exactly, exactly. It has the pain points as well as it has a few scenarios where, as a very large team, what kind of life cycle will you use? What
Right,
tool you will use? What
right.
technique as a project manager you will use? So they will give you some 3-4 points which states, this is how you have to use. So those, if you refer, I think it's more than enough because based on that, you're getting the questions.
Perfect. Perfect.
That's how I've observed.
I think that's a right interesting tip what you're given. Even other candidate who cleared exam, Pranesh, he too said that read the table given in Agile Practice Guide,
Yes,
which is
yes.
very interesting. Okay, quite interesting. Good. Thanks for the tips. And any more tips to have a good diet, exercise?
So I used to do morning walking.
Okay.
Maybe that helped me to boost my memory. Take Have good sleep. I did not have, but then please have good sleep. I would definitely recommend to have good sleep because that will give lots of energy, a fresh brain for you to
Nice.
study and remember stuffs. Yeah,
Nice. Right.
I give the tip to my daughter, but finally I don't sleep. So she looks at me and says, Mama, you don't sleep properly, and then you tell me to. You're in school, so you have to be like that. I have lots of work running in my mind. I used to say something and escape, but then yes,
Right.
one more important. I would not recommend, but then it's just a suggestion. Essential Scrum is one book where I just read few pages. The initial chapter, I think it's from page 13 to 28, I guess. Just that initial, which talks about Scrum. What are the stages in Scrum? I think just the basic knowledge about it will definitely help you to answer few
Sure,
questions.
it'll help because in exam they're touching more about Scrum and Kanban,
Yes.
right? So what you say is a nice book, Essential Scrum.
Yeah.
Also, they can read Scrum Guide, 14 pages. PDF is there, released on November 2020. It
Okay.
also has all the roles: product owner, Scrum Master, what they do, and what is a backlog, what is a grooming, what is a stand up. So basic things, right? Those are important.
Yeah.
Thanks for that recommendation. It's a good recommendation. Okay.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. Quite
That's
interesting.
it.
Great. Super.
That's it.
Thank you. Thanks for coming up here and giving this wonderful interview. And humble request is start applying what you learn. I always tell to everybody, once you learn, if you don't apply, it'll fly off. Okay. So now you start applying it. Shriram, I don't get all the opportunity in my corporate. That's okay. In your personal life, you can apply many things, and you can start proposing ideas in your corporate. These days, if you see many CEOs who became CEO are the people like a junior resource like us. They started applying it. They start proposing the ideas. 5 times rejected, 6 times they'll accept it. So I'll be so happy to see people growing higher after PMP. Very important. After PMP, they shouldn't disappear. They should be there in the market and keep shining more. That's very important, right?
So my habit is whatever that I learn, I make sure that I apply it immediately before I forget something. So
Nice.
I have that habit, and I'm in a very good platform today. So I'm in HSBC. I'm working with a very good organization. I think I'm growing really well here. So I'm sure that I would come out with colors. I have lots of leaders in my organization who can definitely identify.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Good to see your energy there. Keep working hard. Good wishes for a great success in future.
Sure,
That's
sure.
great.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your support as always. I'm sure that many of them would be coming to you asking this, because as soon as I completed, to me, I have almost 3 to 4 friends came back, asking me, okay, which training did you attend? How did this happen? I really can't believe when all this stuff came up. I was like, whoever asks, my only answer was, okay, go to this link, do this, do that.
Okay, great. Thanks for that recommendation. Appreciate it. Good. Good wishes keep growing high. Good wishes for your success. Right.
Thank you so much, Shreera.
Great. Hey viewers, I believe you all enjoyed it, and she was showing about her job nature and how she prepared, listening to audios and reading habits. I know we can't follow all. Each one is unique in nature. So which fit in for you, take it up and start using it. And thanks for watching this video. Leave your comments what you like with the Swapna style of preparation. And good wishes to everyone for your success. All the best. Thank you, Swapna.